So we gotta sit here and talk about what the topic at hand is gonna be first dates, right? What's acceptable? What's not acceptable? Meaning, can you go to somebody's house? Uh, can a man go to the woman's house? Vice versa. Out to eat, who has to pay? Does she pay for her own? Um, do women even take dudes out on dates? Like on some real shit. Do women take men on dates?
Yeah, you got some women who date their man or date a guy, or call him up and invite him to go somewhere and do something.
Yeah. I can see that. Right, I can see that. But let me ask though. So, do you have standards for a first date?
Honestly, it just depends on the person and the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Like you don't go into it, like first of all, let me start like this. To even get on a date, you have to get to the whole approachment of that person. You know what I mean? So how does one approach you about that from the beginning? What leads up to the date? How does that motherfucker get the date?
Took plenty. It could be something like if somebody you've been watching for a while, you just like the way they move. You may have heard some good things about them. You may actually know them for yourself. It's a bunch of different things. It just depends on what you're looking for and what jumps out at you. I mean, and then it depends on the person who's doing the asking too. You may see somebody and just may straight up say, hey, you want to go hang out. Or you may want to see somebody and just do a number exchange, get to know them, and then go on a date. I mean, do you get to know somebody first before you start talking about a first date? I personally, if you approach me, I would like to know you first. And then potentially talk about a first date.
So I can't bump into you and say at the bank and hey, you have a nice smile and whoop the whoop. So you have a Starbucks in your hand and da 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 and have a quick conversation with you for like a couple minutes. And hey, maybe we can go grab us some Starbucks one day. That's too soon.
I don't think so. That's not too soon.
So I don't have to get to know you to get that first date, huh?
Nah, that's like one of those common things. Because potentially you're going to run into that person again. You know what I'm saying? It's Starbucks.
Yeah, but motherfucker could try to Bill Cosby your Starbucks. See, like me personally, it's like even with females like try to go on like dates with me, I just don't trust it. Like sometimes I'm just a weirdo like that. But let's go up to the first date. Let's go restaurant wise, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel? So if I sit here and say we should go out to eat, so if I say that clearly I'm the one paying, right? Does that automatically mean that?
I would say it does automatically mean that for the average person. That's just like it's just understood, you know what I mean? It don't have to be explained.
Right.
Then you got the other people, like myself probably, who I would get a thrill out of paying for the first date. Like, just because it's the complete opposite of what's already cliche that the man is supposed to pay. Like, I don't want anything that's just ordinary.
Okay, so let me ask you this then, with your unordinary ass.
I'm extraordinary.
Okay. So, let me ask you this. Let's say this motherfucker is paying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there standards to that? Like menu-wise on some real shit? Like, is there standards to that shit? Do you order... So, let's say, like, a motherfucker was taking me on a date, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, King, let me take you out, da 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 da. Alright. I just got done smoking. maybe have me a little drink. Motherfucker got the munchies. Do I have to be polite on the menu? You know what I mean? Or
I say you toss it out there, and then 9 times out of 10,
what
when
you
it
mean
comes
toss
to
it out?
like this, 9 times out of 10, when you on your date, right? And then the waiter or whoever comes to the table and say, "May I take your order?" Or when they give you the menus, look over your menu. I'll be right back. When the guy is, I mean, when you're looking over the menu, 9 times out of 10, it's always a conversation of, or just a statement made, order whatever you want. There's no limit. It's all on me. Something is said to where it doesn't make that awkward. Because it can kind of be awkward.
So, okay, so how was you ordering if the statement is not made?
If the statement is not made, then I have to be the one to make the statement. And it's going to go something like, "Hey, listen, you already know what kind of day it's been. I'm starved. You know, I'm X, Y, and Z." Or I may not say nothing, order what I want to order just to see what kind of reaction I'm going to get. And then at the end, if I feel like I have kind of went a little overboard, I don't mind saying I'll pick up the tip, and I may tip $20. You know, you just go extra. Or you may say, "Hey, put this on the bill," or whatever. I'm going to offer it up. Okay. And then it's up to him to either accept or decline.
Okay.
That offer.
So if you were to sit here and put 20 on the bill, right? Mm-hmm. And the motherfucker accepts, does that say something about the nigga?
No, I'm gonna respect that.
Why?
Because it does not have to be like, that's like from back in the day. Like, it's just said that the men have to pay and do all this other stuff. And that is true. And it's not bad for a man to accept that help. Sometimes men are so macho, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, take the money. It's okay. I'm a giver like that. I'd probably be offended if you didn't take the money.
Me personally, like, I think that's kind of cheesy. Like, you take somebody out, like, you supposed to, even if you want the motherfucking 20, you supposed to be like, "Nah, it's good," and kick yourself in the ass for not taking the motherfucking dub. You know what I'm saying? That's right. How that shit, in my mind, is supposed to play out. Like, on some real shit. That's how that shit's supposed to play out.
I see it that way, but I'm also well aware that it's probably just not going to go that way. I'm not going to make it an awkward situation. You know, I'm going to pick up on the vibe and see what's going on. But if you take it, okay. I did offer it. So, I mean, clearly, the expectation is you're going to offer this money and he's going to take it.
Is you getting when you get your meal, is you getting dessert too?
Got to have the sweets.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Got to.
You ordering drinks too, or you gonna keep it? Yeah, you gonna drink on the date? Do you drink on the first date?
Yeah, you do. A social drink. There's a difference. You're not drinking and just sipping and, you know, going drink after drink. It's a social drink, meaning you get one and you kind of nurse it, have your glass of water, and just to get, you know, just to have that vibe. Vibe versus buzz, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it do. It do. So, I'm just gonna put it out there then. So, motherfuckers go on that first date. I think, because you had said something earlier about the average person. So, let's go about the average nigga, right? Mm-hmm. The average nigga is spent, what's the bill gonna be like on average? Something maybe about $85, $100, $110, something like that?
Nothing over $100 for sure.
Does that qualify? In his mind, he think he finna get some ass?
He probably hoping for some ass.
What does that... What's going through that woman's mind when she's sitting across from that motherfucking table like you are now? And... See, in my mind, I'm sitting here, we eating and we talking, sipping on some drink, and motherfucker looking good and shit. And in my head, of course, I'm like, alright, well, shit. You feel me? Like, shit, what that mouth do, what that ass do, like, what's popping? Like, Yeah, like, what's up with that? Like, what is the woman thinking? Vice versa. Is she already in her head knowing like, yeah, this nigga gonna want some ass, or is she in her head thinking like, fuck the dinner, I'm trying to fuck something, like on some real shit.
She probably thinking, I'll be glad when this is over so I can get to the nitty gritty. That's probably what she thinking. But she gonna present herself like a lady, and you know.
So first date, is it okay to get picked up, or you driving your own car?
It depends
On.
on how, or like, is this where we bump into each other, you ask me, and then we're gonna go, or is this something where we exchange numbers, we've conversed for a while, I kind of sort of know a little something about you at least before I just give you my address? Like, it depends.
Shit, giving an address, fuck all that. Getting in the car with this motherfucker.
All of that. Like, I'm more like, I'll meet you there, or let's meet at a remote location type of situation, public. But coming to my house and all that, I'm super paranoid. I overthink everything. So I'm automatically thinking you're going to automatically turn into a stalker or something. So I got to be extra cautious.
Alright, so we meeting up. Restaurant. We got all that. Do you think, okay, I pay for everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think something about me when we leave and I don't tip?
I'm going to have to, yeah, I believe in tipping. So if you don't tip, I mean, you probably just don't believe in it, or I'm going to have to wonder, and then I might have to ask you. Or I might not say nothing, and I might just, put the tip on the table. But I am going to wonder that, and depending on where things go, if not right then eventually I'll have to ask, what's up with that?
You gonna ask a motherfucker why he ain't tip?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, who asked this shit? You gonna ask why motherfucker ain't tip, nigga?
Yeah. Because I'm going to want to know. If we going out and I'm a tipper and you not, then I need to have that understanding so I can know I'm going to tip. Like, period. And then you can know so that you're not, kind of thinking I'm trying to be shady or something. No, open communication. I'm just going to simply let you know I'm a tipper.
I'll give you the tip. Fuck.
Tip drill.
Nigga, what the fuck? Alright, so first date. Hey, you wanna come over to my house? Now, how acceptable is first date? See, is that even a date? Can you even call that a date?
I would consider it a date because, that's why I'm not average. I can do a first date at the house in a controlled environment and just chilling. You set your own vibe. Like, you want dinner, we can cook. You want to have a drink, let's do a wine tasting or something at the bar. Let's play some music. Like, you want to play some board games. Like you want to barbecue in the backyard and we hang out on the deck. Like, what do you want to do? I mean, let's vibe. Let's figure it out. Like, before I go sit in a restaurant full of strangers, I honestly would feel more comfortable doing something more personal like that. The only downside of that is bringing that stranger to your house.
Or that stranger, or you go to that stranger's house.
I gotta be in a controlled environment. We would have to do it at my house first.
So you would rather a motherfucker know where you live versus going to a motherfucker's house?
Yes, and the only reason why I say that is because I know what's in my house.
Yeah, this nigga.
Other than this nigga.
Alright. But then, like you said earlier, though, now you got that sense of, do you have a stalker now? Because what if that first date don't go too well? And then you got the whole thing of get this motherfucker out your house, and then a motherfucker feeling rejected. Now a motherfucker know where you live at. Versus you going to a motherfucker's house, possibly getting fucked up there, but shit go bad or you just leaving and then it's just is as simple as that. As you just gone.
That is true.
So you still gonna go with your place?
Cause your house, I don't know if you got a basement. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like my house just.
Facts.
I know what's there. I know the nooks. I know the crannies. I know what's hidden. On purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like I just know my layout. Like if I had to make a dodge for it or make a run for it, I'm gonna know what I'm doing. If I had to be in the dark or if something, this my house. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
I would feel more secure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and then I would have to hit somebody up and be like, hey, I got this person. Here's a screenshot. Here's, you know.
So, question. You said have a little wine tasting. So, if you were to go to somebody's house, would you sip the wine there? Is there rules and regulations to eating there and yeah. Maybe if you see the bottle and shit opened.
If I see the bottle open, which I should, because I'm going to offer, you want to go to the store together and pick out some stuff, or I'm going to say, I'm going to bring what I like, and then, yeah, that way, even if yours is open, I'm going to just say, I can decline it and say, I still got my own. It's ways around everything when you're thinking about what kind of situation you about to, you know, walk upon.
So, question, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you go, or when a woman goes into, let's say it's that first date, a woman goes to a man's house, what's the first thing? What's not even the first thing? What's all the things she's looking for up until she goes in there, until the first time she uses the bathroom? What are y'all women looking at or looking for?
Most women are, first of all, going to look at, is your house clean? Is it clean? They're going to look at the neighborhood. They're going to look at the way the place is set up as far as decor, which why it would matter. Who knows? But it matters.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to look at pictures, personal pictures and stuff like that. Because it's just like, just to have that knowledge. A lot of women snoop. I'm not a snooper. Because I'm a firm believer in when you go looking for something, you're going to find it. So, I'm not a snooper. But a lot of women are go and look in, you know, in the bathroom. They want to open up cabinets and all this old extra stuff. I don't do that. If I open up anything, it's going to be the snack cabinet or the refrigerator. Like, that's it. I'm a snacker. So, but yeah, they look at if your grass and stuff is kept up or is it all messed up. Are you living a bachelor pad? Are you got a roommate? Like, are you... what is your living situation?
Is that a turn off?
Having a roommate, you know, you can look at that thing a couple different ways. If you business minded and you in that situation and you hustling and you got something going for yourself and you got some goals and there's a reason why you're roommating, that's something that you can kind of deal with. You got somebody that's mature and know they not by themselves, but they got somebody else because that's somebody who can go half on bills where you can pocket money. If that is your mindset, I can deal with the roommate thing. But if it's just where y'all just nasty and y'all got people, like if it's just like a literal like bachelor pad, frat house type of situation, like no. At some point you get too old for roommates. Unless it's one of the situations like what I just said. It's a business. It's better business minded to do it that way.
Nigga live with grandma?
How old is grandma?
I don't know grandma mouth like that.
You know. I mean, grandma probably cool too, but why you there?
Yeah. See, me personally, I'm when it comes to that shit, I don't let motherfuckers come to my house. I'll meet somewhere. You know what I mean? I'm real picky on having females come to my house, just because there's a few things I do and won't do with females on the first date. I'm gonna be fucked up regardless. I'm fucked up every day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But coming to my house is gonna be a no go just off the rip that on the drinking shit. Let's just go off with a if I got some company at the house, I'm not offering alcohol. You know what I'm saying? I always keep a good distance. Like a motherfucker will be sitting on the couch or some shit. I'll sit like on a chair or something like that, or on the other couch or something like that. But the environment is still it's chill. I just like to give motherfucker the space, let a motherfucker relax. Just know motherfucker ain't all up on you. Like, yeah, we in here just to chill. You know, we just finna chill. But I kind of stay away from the alcohol thing because I don't need no problems. And if a motherfucker comes with their own shit and they drinking, if motherfuckers get intoxicated and try to fuck me, I will not fuck them. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker's intoxicated, I just can't do it. I can, but I'm just not. You know what I mean? It's different if I know you and we already fucking and you get fucked up and we fuck that night, that's different. But for a first event and you get fucked up and cause I don't know your level of coherent when you drinking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pass on the pussy. I'm gonna pass on the pussy. You know what I mean? And respectably, even if I want the pussy, dick could be throbbing in the whole shit. But I'm gonna pass on that for that motherfucking reason. And I just don't like motherfuckers coming to my house and then leaving late. Like, bitch, you better go stop at the gas station when you leave from here so a camera can catch your ass. Like, I don't need your last location. Like, if something happened to your ass, baby daddy mad, you ain't home, and that nigga catch you before you get to the house, your ass is missing, and nigga, here I go, nigga, you know what I mean, getting a charge, because, yeah, like, oh, hell no, like, it's just a whole lot of shit that go into that shit. That's why I like to be in the public. You know what I'm saying? I like to be in the public. Where some cameras is at. You know what I mean? Like, phone turned on, police gonna know where I was at. Like, I take all this shit into consideration. You say you overthink. I think everything.
You have to.
You know what I mean? You not finna catch me on some regular rape. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's why I keep text messages and all that shit, because it's a weird-ass game out here. You know, fortunately, I haven't gone through no shit like that, because, long story short, and this is a side note, you know, this really ain't got too much to do with nothing. A lot of motherfuckers who do that shit, like lie about that shit, sometimes because that motherfucker did some scandalous ass shit. And that was one of the ways she can get back at this nigga. And I can see where she coming from with that. You fuck me, I'ma fuck you. You know what I mean? So I get it, but that's fucked up. But whatever you did was fucked up as well. So, you know, I get it. But back to this shit though. I don't know about picking a motherfucker up though. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know. If we're going to like an event or something like that, like if you just don't have a car, it depends on the situation. Why you don't have a car? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you don't have a car, live with your mama? Do you don't have a car and live with grandma? Or like what's the situation? Like, do you not have a car? You have your own place, but shit is tight because all the money goes to what, your kids, your bills, or whatever else the fucking case is. I can respect that. I can go pick that woman up right there. You probably do for a good outing. You know what I'm saying? But if you living with your mama, you ain't got no car, you got these kids, mom's finna babysit tonight, I don't think I'm coming to pick you up.
No, you're not.
I'm not coming to pick you up. If I pick you up, I don't know if I'm going to drop you off. Well, I'm going to drop you off in a place you don't want to be dropped off, like the gas station. I'm up out of here. Nah, like, I don't think yeah, I don't think, yeah. But going to restaurants, of course, if I invite you out, of course, I'm footing the bill. Do I have standards on shit? I'm going to say no. You know, because I believe when I go out, I'm going out to have a good time. I'm not going out to worry about a budget. I'm not going out to worry about shit. I'm going out to have a good time. You know what I mean? But I do believe there's doing too much. I do believe there's doing too much. You know, if you got you like a main thing and some sides and all this other shit and dessert and a couple glasses of some drink, that's cool. I'm not tripping on that. If I got me a little $200 bill, whatever the fuck, fuck it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have it worse. So, but if them drinks is just back to back, nigga, they constant. You just throwing drinks back and shit like that. I just, number one, that's a turn off. It's a turn off, and now you turning me off with my motherfucking money. Now, bitch, we got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a motherfucking problem. And yeah, like on some real shit. But I'll tell you this though, depending on how the day goes, like I said, I don't got no problem paying for the West Coast. But depending on how the day goes, my mind can change at the end when that bill come. You got your half?
You gonna bust out with that?
Straight up. Straight up. You got your half? I got mine's right here. You know what I'm saying? You got your card and what's popping. If you're hella rude to like the service and shit like that, the waitress, the waitress. If you're hella rude to the waiter, the waitress, you know what I mean? I'm not big on tipping like that. I wasn't, but I do believe in it now. We'll get into that. That's a whole nother story, you know. But nigga, if you're hella rude to them, your half of the motherfucking shit that I gotta pay, not even your half, but basically your half of the shit that you got, I'm giving that to them for having a deal with your stupid ass. You probably got my shit spit in and your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck around with your stupid ass. Like, on some real shit. Like I'm on some shit like this. If it depending on how bad this shit is, I'll see her go to the bathroom, pay them niggas on the side, and dip. My comeback, not comeback, nigga, game is real strong. Hefty bag. The shit with the tie. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, yeah, you can get the motherfucking, you can get the fuck up out of here.
Man.
Like,
First
straight the
date.
fuck up. But I'm not going to nobody's house on no first date, though.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a go for me either. I'd rather be at my own place.
Yeah.
I really would.
Yeah, I'd rather be at my shit. But my first shit, I think is better for the public. Depending, though. Because, I mean, some shit ain't the first day, but if you know you finna chill with somebody because you about to fuck them, then, yeah, like, shit like that is just different, but not no first date to me. But, questions. We're gonna go through, I'm gonna name a couple events, and you tell me if that's first date or not. Movies.
No.
Motherfuckers always say no. Always say no. And I get it because you just watching the movie. You know? You just watch. But can't you learn something from a motherfucker take you to the movies?
Of course. Every situation is a learning situation.
I mean, if a nigga especially buying snacks at the movies, I might tell you something. Well, versus a nigga bringing some. Is you more impressed with a nigga packing you snacks or buying you snacks? Which one talks more to you?
Packing.
You like that more?
Yeah.
So we would probably see that shit cheesy to bears it up.
Yeah.
So kind of it just depends on the women, huh?
It's more personable.
Okay. Sporting events.
No.
Damn. That was a rude no.
No.
So clearly a restaurant. That could be because you talking in between. And that can tell you a lot about a motherfucker, because a way a motherfucker eat, that shit could turn you off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be like, oh, I can't. Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Yeah.
It's like seeing a motherfucker eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, got that peanut butter on the side of their mouth. That shit irks my motherfucking nerves. Like, just want to slap the jiffy out of motherfucker. But, casino.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How? Gambling, nigga?
Not even just. It's more things to the casino than just gambling. It's
What?
just they
You
got
said, what? Okay, concert?
concerts. They have different events and stuff at the.
Hold on.
I'm just naming what they have.
I'm
At the
asking.
thing. I don't want to go.
No. I'm talking about, is it still good? Things for a first date. Concert?
I would say yes to the concert.
Wow, but no to the movies. Okay.
What's better than, because you think concert, that's good music. Like, what's better than vibing to, you and somebody vibing to music? That's different than sitting at a quiet ass movie theater. People are crunching on goddamn popcorn. You know, somebody steady saying, shh. I just, like, it's, think about the rock concerts and how them crowds be lit. Come on now.
The club.
Hell no. What?
But a concert, though.
Yes.
A rock concert. But no
a rock
club.
concert, a bar versus a club. I'll go bar, not club.
Okay.
You know, people like to shoot pool and stuff like that on the first date and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so bowling and all that shit is good to go?
I would do bowling.
Would you do a long drive?
That's gonna be awkward. Like, where we driving to? Like, what's the point? Like, in the back of my mind, I'm gonna have to wonder: are you gonna eventually run off on the side of the road and go on a road that I didn't even see coming? Like,
talk that shit.
You know, I just think about Bay St. Louis all the time. We both going, but only one. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I feel that. Well, shit. That's some crazy shit for a first date, though. That's some crazy shit for a first date.
The first dates are, to me, they stressful. That's why I would rather just have a chill environment and a controlled environment and set my own pace.
So y'all gotta let us know what y'all think about the topic at hand, certain points that was made, and what do you feel is acceptable for a first date.